The Willys MB. This was the original military Jeep rushed into production for the U.S. Army in 1941. Built by Willys Overland, it combined a simple ladder frame, four-wheel drive, and a 60-horsepower engine to create a lightweight utility vehicle that could cross almost any terrain. Over 359,000 rolled off the lines during World War II, serving as everything from troop transport to ambulance. Its tough reputation and go-anywhere capability made it one of the most important vehicles of the war. The Ford GPW. Ford manufactured its own version of the same Jeep design under license from Willys. Known as the GPW, it looked nearly identical, but carried Ford-specific parts like the stamped grille and company script on the rear panel. The company produced more than 277,000 units to help meet massive wartime demand. This parallel production showed how the basic Jeep blueprint could be built quickly by different factories without losing its rugged character. The CJ2A. Willys launched the first civilian Jeep right after the war ended in 1945. Called the CJ2A, it kept the military's core mechanicals, but added a tailgate, side-mounted spare tire, and brighter colors to suit farmers, ranchers, and weekend drivers. More than 212,000 were built in just a few years. It proved the Jeep formula worked just as well in peacetime as it had on the battlefield. The M38. The U.S. military needed an updated light vehicle for the Korean War era, so it turned to a modified version of the early civilian Jeep. Designated the M38, this 1950 model featured a stronger transmission, waterproof ignition, and a 24-volt electrical system for better reliability in combat. It served alongside troops through the early 1950s before newer designs took over. The M38 kept the classic Jeep silhouette while adding military-specific toughness. The M38A1. In 1952, the Army introduced a more modern military Jeep with rounded fenders and a slightly longer wheelbase. Known as the M38A1, it offered improved ride quality and payload capacity while retaining the proven four-wheel drive layout. Thousands saw action in Korea and later conflicts. Its design directly influenced the next wave of civilian models and became one of the most recognizable military Jeeps of the post-war period. The M151 Mutt. By the early 1960s, the military wanted a completely new light tactical vehicle, leading Ford to develop the M151. Officially the military utility tactical truck, or MUT, it used a unitized body, independent suspension, and a rear-mounted engine for better handling than older Jeeps. Produced through the 1980s, it served in Vietnam and beyond. Though it looked different from classic Jeeps, it carried forward the same lightweight, go-anywhere mission. The CJ5. Willys brought the military M38A1 formula to civilians in 1954 with the CJ5. This model featured rounded fenders, a more comfortable interior, and a long production run that lasted until 1983. It became the longest-lived CJ series and a favorite among off-road enthusiasts and working crews alike. The CJ5 turned the Jeep into a cultural icon for recreation as much as utility. The CJ7. In 1976, Jeep lengthened the wheelbase again and introduced the CJ7. The extra space allowed for optional automatic transmissions, hardtops, and even a factory steel roof on some versions. It offered better on-road manners without sacrificing trail capability. Produced until 1986, the CJ7 bridged classic Jeep styling with growing demands for everyday drivability. The Wrangler YJ. When the CJ series ended in the mid-1980s, Jeep replaced it with the Wrangler YJ in 1987. Square headlights gave it a fresh look, while a new suspension and safety features improved highway comfort. It kept the removable doors and fold-down windshield that fans loved. This model officially launched the Wrangler name and carried the brand into the modern SUV era. The Wrangler TJ. Jeep returned to round headlights and added coil spring suspension across all four corners with the 1997 Wrangler TJ. The new setup delivered a smoother ride and sharper handling both on and off the road. A more refined interior and better weather protection made it practical for daily use. The TJ became many owners' favorite generation for blending heritage style with real-world comfort. The HMMWV. In the mid-1980s, the military retired its last light Jeeps in favor of a much larger and more capable vehicle. The High Mobility Multi-Purpose Wheeled Vehicle, or Humvee, offered greater payload, armor options, and power for modern battlefield needs. Built by AM General, it served in every major U.S. conflict since 1985. Though no longer a Jeep, it continued the legacy of rugged tactical transport on a bigger scale. The JLTV. The Joint Light Tactical Vehicle entered service in the 2010s as the Humvee's direct successor. Designed by Oshkosh, it combines advanced armor, improved mobility, and electronics while staying lighter and more deployable than earlier heavy trucks. It restores some of the nimble qualities of classic Jeeps for today's lighter, faster missions. The JLTV represents the latest evolution of military utility vehicles. The Wrangler JL. Jeep introduced the current generation Wrangler JL in 2018 with a stronger frame, new engines, and available four-door unlimited models. It added modern technology like advanced safety systems and even a plug-in hybrid 4Z version without losing the removable doors, roof, and windshield. The JL remains the purest expression of the original Jeep spirit while meeting today's demands for efficiency and comfort.